Hi, my name is Michael Sousa. I live at 249 Hope Street, which is right at the end of Thames Street. My background is I'm a registered professional engineer. I used to be, excuse me, a consultant to the town.
Right into the mic, okay?
A consultant with the town when Diane Williamson first started. And I'm the engineer of record on Stone Harbor. I worked with Chris on that and hired Sean Martin because I started a professional office. So I got a little bit of background here. In general, just from an engineering perspective, not, excuse me, not from a legal perspective, I really don't have an issue with the 127. There's got enough utilities to support that amount of units. But I think for that trade-off, the town deserves something. I know with Stone Harbor, for instance, there's a Vortechnics unit, which is a water quality device right at where Quito's is on the boardwalk. I would recommend requiring the applicant to put one of those at the outfall pipe from Constitution Street into the harbor. It'll help, it'll clean up a lot of the hydrocarbons that are going into the harbor at that location. I think the public access is great. It complies with what we want to do, is open up the waterfront to the town. However, for it to be a public access, the public needs to access it, right? So there needs to be a commitment to a hard connection on the north side, and on the south side where the Elks Club is, there's a 20-foot wide fire access easement now. I request that the applicant be required to convert that to a public access easement and then modify their walk to hit that easement so the public can access this part of the waterfront. The other item was the corner lot. I'm really pleased to hear that they're considering that. I don't feel like a 9x18 space is anything that is a concern, and as Sean pointed out, he's a very good engineer. Maintaining the 24-foot aisle width will allow cars to easily back in and out of those spaces. One item I will say is walking through the American Tourister plant, development rather. There's a reputation there with Brady Sullivan that Chris doesn't want to hear, but I'm sure needs to be said. The residents there, I've heard, they can hear each other talking through the walls. I think the materials there were not very well selected, put it that way. It's a very cheaper development. When I heard this information from residents of American Tourister, it reminded me of Palazzini's Plat, and we all know about that. We don't want to see another development like that here. So I would request, I understand the town is bringing on an architectural consultant in a few weeks, that this project be subject to that architectural consultant's review in terms of materials and the quality standards. And I'll leave you with one last thing. You know, this development has been publicized quite a bit since 2008, and which I was still at Fuss O'Neill at the time. And there's a lot of developers out there, and I know Chris doesn't want to hear this either, that now are realizing, wow, the Robin Rugg development is coming back to life. So I say this because I don't want the board to be in fear. We all want to see that area develop. My deck on my place overlooks all of that development, and we all want to see it developed. And but I don't think that for a second, if you don't hold your standards to what you need, that it won't be. I think today, you know, it's not the recession anymore, and I think that people will, that other developers would be very interested if there was an opportunity. Hope they work it out, but if not, don't let the board think that they can't move ahead with that development with someone else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.